I'm Sharkman.
Welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of Zelda Breath of the Wild episode 2. And yeah, we just finished going to a shrine, and now I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go next. Honestly, look at the marks on the map. It looks like there's one over in the desert area, but yeah, I don't see it. Which is why I'm over there looking. Also, at this time, we didn't have anything to fly over there or anything, so I decided to come back to that one later. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and check out our Instagram where you'll be notified monthly of what videos are coming out. Ugh, the temperature. So at this point, I knew that going to the shrine that I have marked in the cold area was a bad idea. So I was trying to get off the mountain as fast as possible so I didn't die of hypothermia. Oh no. And I still took a lot of damage. That was a very stupid move. I never thought I'd see that face on Link though. So childlike. And Dave and I were make a joke in the last, like, in episode 1 where like Link is like the first Aang from Avatar The Last Airbender because he was also under, like, in sleep for 100 years, and I think that Link beat him by like 3 years or so. I'm not sure how old Link was he when he was the knight and was battling and everything and went under. I know that Aang was 12. Comment down below, how old was Link when he was the knight, Zelda's knight, and went under uh, the stasis thing. Uh, I think it was 15 years old, but I could be totally wrong. So, but be nice. Be nice in the comments, please. So I decided to go talk to the old man because I really didn't know what to do. I also was like, he says I have an empty pot you can use to cook yourself a meal, and we were trying to figure that out. So we were going to go collect a lot of different foods and stuff and try to fix something, but we were unable to um, figure it out in the end. Also, this is another part where we paused on it for so long that uh, it would have been very boring to just not have any, like, context of what was going on. I probably could have just fast forwarded it, but so Sharkman was looking up how to use the pot, but we realized we couldn't use it for a little while longer. So we wouldn't be able to do anything with it anyway. Honestly, it was hard for me to remember the name of these creatures, so I will be referring to them as pigmen. Pig goblins. So this is the first like little encampment that we um fought, and would be our first like big chest and everything. Guys, don't, I beg of you, please don't judge me here with the bow. It is so finicky. Like the buttons are so finicky. Oh, um, also didn't know I could catch on fire for standing that close to the uh to the fire. I was trying to hide from the um pig man, but it didn't work. So the pigman on the floor was easy. So as you can see, uh, aiming the bow was hard, so hard. Also, didn't realize I ran out of arrows at the time. So finicky, so finicky. Oh my gosh, so finicky. He's hitting me like perfectly, and I am not. It was so frustrating. And then I realized I ran out of arrows again. Because I was having such a hard time, I decided that I was going to go up to him and just defeat him that way instead of um, with an arrow, because it was just so hard, man, so hard. And just like that, we have defeated him, and we get the chest. A throwing spear. So I try to find things to eat to heal up, but I don't have many. So I took the meat from the thing for me to be able to eat in a little bit to heal up. I was very curious about this corner here, and when I saw the bees, I was like, "Oh no! No! I am not going to get stung too." But then Sharkman was like, "Well, why don't you light the club on fire or something on fire, like the torch, so that you can like I didn't mean to do that at all. I was trying to figure out how to switch the thing. Also found out you can't run with the torch or it lights out, which is an awesome thing for detail. Sharkman is very smart in helping him out with that. So he figured out you could just like hold it, and the wasps or the bees will just go away, which is awesome. So, and we get in our chest. I love collecting things so much. Here's a mistake I make a huge mistake later on with those bomb arrows. It's awful. So this again makes us think that we could have used the thing, but still couldn't figure out how to do it. We thought that if we could make a bowl of something, it would give us more hearts and replenish us faster, which I'm sure is how it will be later on. But for now, we just ate what we could and to replenish our hearts. So we leave to go to try to find the nearest shrine. We had plans to do at least 2 shrines in this video, but never got to it. Um, Also, didn't realize the like markings I had ended up being off of the like area that we were on that we couldn't go to yet. So yeah, that was fun to try to figure that out. Really didn't want to run into another other pigmen down below, so we decided to go around them. was at this moment that we realized this shrine also was off of the place where we can't leave until we can get the glider. So, yeah. Really sucks. I had no idea why it said I could climb down. Because we just end up falling. I was surprised to see horses. Like wild horses. But it kind of makes sense considering that um, you need something to ride to get around. I also quickly realized that your weapons don't last forever, and it was going to be an adventure to keep uh, weapons on me. But the stronger the opponents, the better weapons you will be able to get. So, we knew the next shrine was over the mountain. And that meant more climbing. But first, I was collecting any food resource that I could find around. So, found the best possible route and started climbing. Honestly, this was the best route. There was plenty of cliffs and stuff, so uh, yeah. Once again, had made a mistake about jumping. But thankfully, I was able to replenish my strength on that little bit of a ledge. So we could see the shrine in the distance, but it was too cold for us to go, or else we would die. Uh, but nearby there was a pig man place, and we decided to go over there to see if there's anything that could help us uh, cross over and everything. Honestly, I was amazed that honey replenished our strength that fast. So I was very confused about what I was supposed to do to be able to get up there. Honestly, we had the right idea. We were supposed to um, shoot the bridge thingy down, but because I'm a terrible aim and it's such a tiny little rope, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So, yeah. We immediately thought it was not even the right idea, but because I couldn't shoot it, but it turned out it was. But first we tried trying to cut down those places, try to cut down the tree. Didn't work. Thought one of our abilities would help. That wasn't the right idea either. Um, thought that this these like things could be burned, but nope. And I had no regular arrows at the time, so I couldn't shoot them with that. I did have the explosive arrows, but honestly, as I was picking up the regular arrows, I still was a terrible shot, so um, that was an accident. I didn't mean to do that, so I wasted 2 of the 5 explosive arrows that we had, which really sucks. I thought I had regular arrows out, but I had the bomb arrows. That's why I accidentally shot it. And as you can see, I tried shooting that and it didn't work. Finally did hit one of them, but it doesn't do as much damage as we would like. So, yeah. Um, Taking them down would have taken forever. If only I had enough arrows. Yeah, Sharkman and I conversed about what I should do, but in the end we decided to use the explosive arrows. Even though now I regret doing that because we don't have them anymore. At least they were very effective. Since we had no arrows at the time, we thought we could throw something to cut the cut the ropes down, but that didn't work. And I really didn't want to throw one of our expensive, well, not expensive, but things are good weapons. So So Sharkman had looked up to see how to throw the weapons, and because I forgot how to do it, and after testing it out, couldn't even throw it far enough. Also, we thought we could climb through this small space, but it was too small and we couldn't get through. Then we tried to climb up the legs, and that didn't work either. like I said, it wasn't until later that we figured out that our first thoughts of how to get there was correct. We had to shoot down the bridge. Thankfully, we were able to find some more arrows to use, and hopefully, and we were hoping that I would be a better shot in order to do that. Also, it took us a long time to figure out how we can exchange weapons in our arsenal. I think that was a couple episodes later that we figured it out. Oh no. I forgot that I wasted one. At first I thought I failed again, but actually hit it, so. Thankfully I had time to actually aim this time. Realized I knocked him off the cliff, which is why we're laughing. And honestly, I was a little disappointed. That's all we got for all that trouble. Wasted all that time for nothing. So we kind of cheated here a little bit as far as looking up to see how we could survive the cold. And our first thought was to get a torch and take it with us, which was actually the correct answer. So we got that answer before we even looked it up. So David's just double checking to make sure we were right. Of course, we know you can't run and jump when you have a torch, so figuring out how to get across this river was very difficult at first. Until I saw this metal door, I remembered that in one of the shrines before, you could use the magnetic part. So, yeah, I was able to complete the bridge using the magnetic ability. Of course, after this I had to run to get more fire, or else I would have been toast. Well, more like an icicle. I accidentally keep putting the torch away. Also tested to see if I could jump with a torch because I was afraid it was going to go out. realized I caught the grass on fire. So at this time, I honestly, after watching this, I don't understand why I was so frustrated, but I was. So I was like just ready to finish and get, be done. So, but when I came across the um, pigmen, uh, I was not happy. And I end up dying. So, yeah. And at this moment, I decide it's we're done. We're done for the day. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and turn on your notifications, and check out our Instagram. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.